Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Shania Brigham and welcome to my channel. So if you don't know me so far, or if this is your first time watching one of my videos, I support the community of herpes. So just so y'all don't get that in the wrong way for people who don't know, I have been diagnosed with herpes for a year now, and my journey was very, very hard at the beginning. And so basically what I just do is teach and show kids my age and adults even of every age that it is okay to deal with depression and going through this whole entire journey of self-loathing, and that it does get better. If you haven't watched my first video about how herpes has changed my life, part 1, go ahead and click the links that I have up here, or if you miss it, it'll be linked down in the description. Let's get into part 2 of how herpes changed my life. So how herpes changed my life now in present time has been crazy. I've learned so much with myself, and for just self-loving, being able to love myself more than what somebody else can. And I think that's one of those main keys, how to love yourself. Loving yourself is very hard, especially if you haven't had somebody to show you, or have had a good mentor to show you what love looks like, what actual love looks like. We get into a whole bunch of different situations where we feel like we aren't loved enough, we feel like we are loved enough, or we feel like that love isn't just enough. And sometimes we have to provide ourselves the love that we personally want in order to give somebody else the love that they're wanting as well. I suggest that practicing loving yourself first before getting into any type of relationship, any type of situation, to just love yourself. The second thing that I have learned that has changed my life is my eating habits. I know last year my eating habits was crappy. I was very skinny. I still kind of am, but because I've been working on my eating habits and my self-care, I have had less outbreaks. I've had less stress. I've definitely had more control over what my body does and its intake and everything. I've recently just started working out way more, and it's helped me so much mentally and physically. If you have not found something that allows you to release any stress, like something very healthy for you, I suggest you do. Maybe try journaling, singer-songwriting, learning a new instrument, going to the gym, jogging, hanging out with a separate group of friends that are more ideal, separating yourself in order to better yourself. I think that is another thing that I have learned this year as well. Being able to separate my wants and my needs, the people that I love and the people that actually love me, the people that need help and the people who are just there because they need the help, yes, but they don't want the help. The third thing I've learned this year in my journey is trust. Sometimes you don't want to trust a bunch of people. There are gonna be times where you want to full-fledged just give everybody, or not everybody, but full-fledged give somebody that you really care for everything of your knowledge, every inch and ounce of you into them. And sometimes, yes, that can be amazing. Yes, getting off all your stress and all your everything to the one person that you love can be amazing, right? But sometimes it's best if keeping some of your truth, keeping some of your past, keeping some of your belief to yourself can be healthy. if you believe that somebody's going to be like that, one, you shouldn't really be in a relationship. Two, you probably shouldn't even be with the person that you're thinking to be with, because trust is everything. If you break one small little trust, it's irreplaceable. Not everybody needs to know the knowledge that you know. I feel like this year, I've also learned to be able to stand up for myself way more than I did in my previous years, to be honest. I'm able to say no, straight up no. I'm able to say, I don't like this. I do not want this. I've been able to have my confidence blown away from me and regain it. I have been able to disclose without having to feel ashamed or disgusted because somebody else might not like that or might not like me anymore. I've been able to just be open in a way where I'm comfortable enough to talk about things that others may not be comfortable with. In these last couple months, I have learned that it hurts to love. It hurts to love, but it hurts worse when someone else isn't giving you that trust, that confidence, that loyalty. Bless you, Scar. Now for social media. I have grown quite the following and quite the subscribers on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and I am excited! I swear, because it's like last year, my following was growing. It was growing super fast, and it's just crazy about how many people actually want to learn and want to connect and that are going through the exact same thing. Bless you. I know that the more followers, the more people I'm engaging with, the more people that might have it, the more people that are wanting to learn. So I thank y'all so much for giving me this opportunity to share with y'all and to be able to love again and to love myself and y'all again. Relationships. I did go through one relationship this year. It was very difficult. At first, everything started out pretty great. I will say that at the beginning, it was amazing. A lot of it was so fun. I got to disclose to him. We talked a bunch about it, and he was okay with everything that could have happened. And it was amazing. It was like the best thing that ever happened to me. And unfortunately, it just did not work out towards the end of the year, which kind of sucks, but I'm 18, so life goes on. There's more fish in the sea, and wherever he is, whatever he's doing, hopefully he's doing great. Some questions that y'all might have asked is if we had any sex. Yes, we did have sex. Yes, we did have protected sex, and we did have unprotected sex. We were both careful with everything. No, I'm not taking any medication to suppress, but at the time I was not even having an outbreak, so I know for a fact that I myself did not pass him anything. But yes, we were perfectly aware of the situations that we were going through, and I perfectly know what I was doing. So there was no miscommunication, there was no what ifs, buts, nothing. But yeah, we're safe. A lot of y'all might ask, how did I disclose? As y'all know, I already have this platform. He actually found me on TikTok, and we started talking on Instagram because he had DM'd me something really funny to this day, where I'm like, it's so weird, I'm so weird. But as far as relationships go, I think everybody does have a different outcome and chance of getting into relationships. So if you're in that situation where you think, oh, I can't find love, I can't find anyone who actually cares for me, I don't know if I can get out in there that all starts from within yourself. If you do not feel comfortable getting into a relationship, if you don't feel like you're going to be loved, you should not be getting into a bless you. You should not be getting into bless you. You should not be getting into a relationship as soon as you think that you should. I definitely do think that self-healing is a very, very, very big movement that everybody should be doing right now. Reading a book, finding out what works out for you, what you love, doing what you love, only what you love, and to pay attention to what you want to do, not for others. It's very hard to love somebody else if you do not love yourself and if you do not care for you. Most of the time, yes, there are people who are in relationships where one of them is broken and the other one fixes everything, but even that person that helps fix everything is hurting. It's always like in the movies, I can't stop being the bigger person for this person because then they're gonna think then it's over, then the life's over, then everything's hard because that one perfect person is keeping up being perfect. We can try and better ourselves in order to help others that could potentially help us as well. It's a mutual balance of I'm happy, so I'm gonna be around happy people, so that means I'm gonna be in a circle or in a cycle of just being happy. And even if I have a down day, those happy people are going to help me once again be happy again. So I suggest that you start with yourself. You start doing things that make you feel comfortable. And that is what I have learned, that you cannot just be so much about everybody else and think that you're just going to heal and think that you're just going to be okay if you put up with it. You're not going to be okay if you just put up with things. You're not going to be okay if you do not address your situation. You feel tempted. You feel nasty. You feel like you don't belong. You feel like this is the only world that you can live in, and that's not it. There are other options. There are other doors. You have to open them yourself. You will be given so many opportunities in so many different ways, but it depends on you if you can see what's behind those doors that lead to them. If you can open your eyes and jump out and be confident that those options that you are choosing, those decisions that you are choosing are great for you. And if they're not, then what's the point of trying to open the door, trying to find the key? You just have to remember that your decisions don't affect just you. Your decisions affect everybody else around you, the world, your parents, your family, your dog, your fish. I don't know. Probably not your fish, but probably your fish. Be confident in your decision making, because the second that you don't make that decision, your first decision, and you start second guessing yourself is when you start fucking up. This year has definitely opened up my eyes to being a greater person. It has widened my mentality, I would say, compared to last year, and all the knowledge that I acquired up until now, the new information, the new doors that I've opened, the new achievements, the new first times that I never thought I would try, the new everything, the new people. I can honestly say that this year and last year has made me a new person. I'm still on my path on learning what I need to do, what I need to approach, what I need to achieve. It's not about others anymore. It's about myself and self-love and self-journey. And this is why I make YouTube video. Maybe there is somebody out there that goes through the exact same thing as me, that has those same realizations and needs to be acknowledged or have their ideas confirmed. I know this video might be a little too long, just like the other ones, but I'd like to thank y'all for watching this How Herpes Has Changed My Life Part 2. It might not have been necessarily herpes related, but it has been to me because I have herpes, and this is what having herpes led me to, you know? If I didn't, I wouldn't be anywhere. If I didn't speak about something, I wouldn't have been here. I just like to say, having herpes has not been my demise. Having herpes has actually risen me in a way that I think I honestly probably needed in my life. A lot of people won't understand that because they just see herpes as a disease. You won't ever know what it feels like to have your life be changed in so many different ways. I'd like to end this video with a good vibe and a good notation. I think that this year has really taught me some good advice and good just everything. It's empowered me almost. Learn to love yourself because it's hard. Thank you for watching throughout the whole video. Thank you for staying here, and thank you for following me with my journey. It's been a long crying one, but they're happy tears now instead of sad depressed ones. I do want to say that I'm not as depressed, I'm not as hurting anymore. Y'all have a good year and a good Christmas, and stay tuned. Bye.